You're live.
Will be Monday, September 22nd, 2025, planning commission meeting, order. And
As the recipient of federal funds and in support of Dearborn County's efforts to ensure non-discrimination and equal access to all citizens, the county gathers statistical data regarding participants in county activities. Therefore, we have provided a voluntary Title VI public involvement survey at this meeting. You are not required to complete this survey. However, the form is anonymous and will be used solely for the purpose of monitoring our compliance with Title VI and ADA.
thank you. Everyone can stand right. But allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call. Mark Lehman, Lance Krause Jr., Russell Byers, Jay Cove, Joe Cole. And we have Mr. Thacker being absent. First, action on that. So we had quite a long meeting last time. That's pretty good. I had to find anything wrong with it. So therefore, I'm gonna move to brief on July 28, 2025 minutes is presented. So. So the motion by Russell Myers for the approval of July 28, 2025. Planning Commission meeting minutes as presented. Second by Mark Lehman, all in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Yeah, no old business to be heard this evening. New business is the Dearborn County Redevelopment Commission, West Harrison Economic Development Area, creating a new allocation area.
Well, yeah, I don't know really a whole lot about it. I know it's to approve of a resolution, creating a separate new allocation area. But so I just kind of got thrown in this. Nicole stated that Mike or Jim was going to present it. So that's all I have really. So one of y'all can come up if you want.
Jim Mansfield with the Redevelopment Commission. We're proposing establishing a new tax allocation area limited to 2 parcels at the site of the recently announced whitewater processing food manufacturing project on Moore Drive in Harrison Township. We ask that you validate the allocation area, which conforms to the plan of the economic development of the county's comprehensive plan and the 2021 West Harrison Economic Plan previously approved by the Plan Commission and Board of Commissioners. In our request before you, we give you our purpose. You should have a handout here, I think. So give our purpose in our purpose in the county, our reasoning for the request, and how it aligns with the comprehensive plan. The latter is found on pages 3 to 6. I assume you've had time to read through it. We appreciate your consideration and ask if there's any further information which you might be needing.
This was all emailed from Nicole last week. So we don't have a physical copy of it. It was several things. I think our last email was 500. 114. So, anybody
term of the years?
What's the what?
Like the term, how long does it extend?
How long? Huh?
25.
25 years.
We know they're gonna tip the, already tipped this now. We know how far we're into the other tip district, as far as years.
I don't remember.
No, my only reason I'm asking is 2028. The tax code changed dramatically. I mean, we're not sure how it's affected. This year it was, I want to say like 800,000 short. They think I get over. So, I don't want any stuff, for a long period of time. And I don't know how much that is either, but, I didn't answer that. People are uncertain on how the tax is pan out.
Well, and while Mike's coming out, Danny, it looks like on the redevelopment's initial resolution, this area, and Mike, correct me if I'm wrong, was set up in 2021. So it's just 4 years old, but this is removing these two parcels into their, from that one from 2020 and into its own.
We're just talking about the two parcels for this project. To answer your question, again, I'll remind the plan commission, what's being requested tonight is that the plan commission approve a written order finding that this aligns with the county's plan of development. Not necessarily the fiscal impacts of the project, although we do feel that this project puts the county in a better position to address infrastructure needs and ensure that land use is being most productive as it can for Dearborn County. But Baker Tilly, which Dearborn County Council, which you're on, Mr. Lansing, of course, and you trust Baker Tilly and the job that they do for Dearborn County and helping you with your budgeting process. Redevelopment also uses Baker Tilly as their financial advisor, and they produced a tax impact statement for this proposed allocation area. That tax impact statement reflects that this would have on Dearborn County's general fund, as well as Harrison Township Fire and EMS, some in Dearborn Community School Corporation, Lawrenceburg Public Library, and Dearborn County Solid Waste District, a $0 fiscal impact on any of those taxing units and their revenues. $0.
Other questions?
Oh, I mean, they know more than me, but.
But it's really not taking away any more funding than what's there at present. The additional funding that will be present, taxation from development, it will be in the debt.
Staying,
I'm saying that correctly, am I not?
Correct.
Because that's the way I understand it. You take like, for instance, Sunday in Dearborn is not receiving much funding from that area. At present. And not every
still
area.
21 years, still 21 more years.
And
So that's why.
so the important thing to understand about the, I want to get too in the weeds, because again, trying to help keep the plan commission focused here on alignment with the county's comp plan and not necessarily fiscal impacts, but these funds I listed, the county general fund, Harrison Township schools, those are all, there are levy limited funds in the state of Indiana and there are rate limited funds in the state of Indiana. Those funds are levy limited funds, meaning that the Indiana Department of Local Government Finance is going to tell each of those taxing units the bottom line amount of money that they are allowed to raise. And regardless of how much assessed value or new development occurs in the taxing district of any of those units, the only thing that's going to change is the rate. The bottom line revenue coming to those taxing units, that's where the $0 impact is. It impacts the rate, does not impact the ability of those taxing units to generate revenue. Because and of course, there are circuit breakers, other considerations. The taxing rate in Harrison Township is so low at 1.8 or 1.85%, for $100 or whatever it is. So low that the circuit breakers don't come into play according to Baker Tilly.
Had a call, not on this. Are we still on your board?
He does.
Yeah, he's a member of redevelopment. Mr. Baker.
Hmm?
Mr. Baker's on redevelopment.
Right. You know, another great benefit on this is bringing a utility to that side of the river, which we don't have right now. And for redevelopment along that way, it would be really helpful to have more utilities over there. We've lost out on a pretty big project not having a gas utility over there. And right now, if we don't have the water over there, we're not getting big manufacturing or anything like that without this happening. And this brings the water corporation on this side of the river.
Any more questions for, well, Thank you, Harry. What are we doing?
No, you're being requested to adopt a resolution. And again, the resolution is just finding that what the redevelopment request is conforms with the comp plan, the county's comp plan. There's other steps in the process, once it becomes recognized, and then back to redevelopment. Redevelopment will hold a formal public hearing. So all the plan commission, the role that the plan commission plays in this process is that the proposal meets the comp plan. And that's what's included in the resolution that, Mr. Smart prepared.
Forward resolution.
Approve the resolution.
Approval.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I moved them on today. All right.
Motion by, Council Byers, second by Doug, in public discussion, second by Jay Code, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Is there anyone here this evening who would like to speak on the, proposed tip district for retail in West Harrison? You're the only one that's.
Oh, I'll say something. Where's this at? Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Where is it at? Exactly.
Where we talking? Even if you're on a talk about that, you stand up, not voting.
I'm just curious where this is at.
More Drive, West Harrison,
It is where?
down on the other side of Harrison Road from Shell Fire.
Cross from
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And they're putting in what?
water processing plant, 30 water.
Top 30 processing from Harrison, Ohio, we wanted to put in a new facility there.
So they need the extra water, is that what they're putting in the water? Is that
Well, they need water, but this is more of a. That area's already in a tip district, but redevelopment is creating a new tip district or a updated tip district that just includes the parcels that are owned by Whitewater Department. And this money is going to be used for utilities, infrastructure improvements. Some of it's already been committed to realigning more drive for access to the property. There has been discussions with our township water. We don't have information on that. There hasn't really been any details ironed out on that yet. It could be used to improve the interstate on and off road there. And that stuff is going to be discussed.
And then I'll discuss it later, once this is resolved. Conflict meetings.
This is really a discussion about creating the district. The individual projects will be discussed at pre-development. Meeting.
Right.
Yeah, nothing's easy and quick. There are no short answers here.
I understand.
Okay. And did I catch your name with
That site,
I thought
SCIT.
You guys have to sign.
Yeah, so they're actually getting that with resolution.
I'm recommending one that dive in on rezoning extremely more potential speakers. Okay.
Any questions?
Mhm.
Do will the other? You said it's gonna be 25 years.
Mhm.
The other one started at 21.
Yep. Mhm. Yeah.
Do they go to 25 too?
No, this will be separated out from that other one that was already started, right?
Yeah, we just.
Yeah,
It was two parcels for this.
all the entities I've ever represented, I've actually never represented a redevelopment commission, so. But my understanding is what they're doing is taking these two parcels and creating a new allocation area that starts a new 25 years. The remainder is still in the cycle that started in 21.
So this, the new area you want to start out in, it's not in the full.
If the process is approved throughout, then it'll create, these two new parcels would be a new allocation area separate from the other one that was started in 21.
Yeah, there wasn't a presentation without one, some of that for you. Had a chance to review that, but yes. And Andy said, so most of this, the largest portion of the West Garrison TIF district, of which there are multiple allocation areas, one for Whitewater Mill, one for the rest of the area, and now we're proposing a third for this particular economic development area. The original TIF was established in 2001 for 30 years, which at the time was the maximum term allowed by statute, 30 years. In 2008, statute changed where TIFs were limited to a maximum of 25 years. The two parcels we're talking about for this action for the whitewater processing, one of those parcels was added in the initial TIF and one was added later. But this action would put them both on the same, these two particular parcels on the same timeline for another 25 years starting this year.
Ready to close public discussion by Russell Clark, Commissioner, second by Greg Rhodes. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, gentlemen.
So if you want to move forward with approving the resolution, it's 2025-DCPC-001. And it just required Denny's signature and attested by the secretary.
Okay. Have a motion by Russell Clark, corporate to approve
The resolution.
the resolution 2025-BCPC-001. And second by Jay Code, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Just for the third, I abstain, because I said on the result. So that's still, and opposed. Okay, that's still fair again. Okay. Motion carries. Yep, let your manage.
Thank you.
What would be Nicole? What I'm at right now.
So would you attest on there?
She can sign, I'll let her sign it tomorrow if she comes in. Okay, so we just have some administrative stuff left. Two of the things, we're gonna table them until Nicole has her next meeting with you guys. But the first one that we're gonna go over is item number 1, August 19th, 2025. The Board of Commissioners heard a series of ordinance changes. They approved all except for the approval of the minimum living area definition with changes. The Plan Commission must approve the ordinance change with the changes by the commissioners prior to the changes being fully approved. The single page is attached to the highlight. It's highlighted in here, but I don't know if you guys, I didn't make you any copies because you said you had packets already. So the only thing that was added was per unit. So, but we need to make a vote on if you approve that to be added to our ordinance.
Move the approved changes that you make that way. I'll second.
Okay, oh, sorry.
Have a motion by Article Byers Corporate to approve Article 27 changes sent back to the county commissioners. The second by Eric Lane, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
And I did send out, I don't know if it's here, I did send out the written statement. Okay, you have it. Yeah.
Well, I put it on my.
Okay, so it was a written statement and then something to be signed, just saying, I assume, we haven't had this come up before, and all the commissioners did was just include a clarification. So I assume that will get put with the ordinance, just to keep it all together.
Clarify.
Yeah.
I want to go about the.
Thank you.
Okay, moving forward.
All right, so number 2, we're going to talk about the interlocal agreement that we have with Aurora. So that we had an amendment to the interlocal agreement with the city of Aurora. We added the permitting work for the new MS4 that will be completed by the county. This agreement will run until the end of 2026, at which time we will determine if the agreement needs to be changed or fees increased. This has already been approved by the city of Aurora, the county commissioners, and the county council. Just need you guys to place your vote on what you want to do. If you want to approve it, I know you don't have it back in passed out. You guys can all look at it, but if you do.
Only change with adding the MS1.
Yes, that was the only change because we're still in our interlocal agreement for another
And
year.
extending it another year. Adding MS4 and extending it
Okay.
for you.
Right. And it's finally, we were already handling this with Laura, the MS4 addition isn't anticipated to increase the workload much because of the recent act by the state limiting our control on tracks under an acre. So we didn't change the fees outside of what was allowed in our original agreement, so. Know a little bit about it, that's how we roll. Are there any questions about it?
Yeah, no. What's the one to take? What are we talking about?
We're talking about an agreement with Dearborn County has with the city of Aurora on its reviewing permit.
Okay.
Would anyone like to look at it? Nope. Okay.
Yes, sir.
We approve a local agreement that is.
Yeah. Motion by Russell to approve the interlocal agreement with Aurora as presented this evening, as second by Jeff Coe, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed?
So we need signatures. Oops, sorry. We need signatures for everyone. I didn't know if you want me to wait until all three of them are done or if you want one at a time. We got two more. So then the next one is for, where we at? Over here. So it's the interlocal agreement with the town of West Harrison. The town has approved the updated interlocal agreement. The last one will expire at the end of this year. The update will include an increase in fees and another 3-year term of the agreement. This has been approved by the town of West Harrison. It will need to be scheduled for the county commissioners and the county council. So they're the first to review it. Any questions? On your agenda? Yeah, that's what she gave me, West Harrison, and she gave me the one for St. Leon as well. They've not been heard through the other ones, so she wanted you guys to hear them. But yeah, West Harrison already signed off on this. If you want to wait until Nicole's next meeting with you guys, we can.
West Harrison was the same, which is a 3% increase.
Huh?
Exchange the compensation.
Yes, it's a 3% increase, and then it will be for another 3 years. So there's ends this year.
3% every year?
No, 3% in a whole. I think 3% whole. Like it'll be. Yeah.
I don't have a problem. Anybody there? Well, maybe. I think that 3% built into the original.
I believe so.
Proposal. So.
We approve the interlocal agreement in those West Harrison.
Yeah.
Also as presented. Here, yeah, that's just started, yeah, I did. Drop it off here. Well.
I have a motion by Russell Myers to approve the interlocal agreement that the city of West Harrison has presented this evening. Second by Eric Lang, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, so the last interlocal agreement is with the town of St. Leon. This is the first board to approve the agreement. The town of St. Leon is scheduled to review this today at their meeting. This will still need to be scheduled for the county commissioners and the county council as well. And it doesn't state of any kind of change. Do you have any change? But it's not been approved yet. Okay.
Any questions from the board about the segment on interlocal? No, St. Leon is not, and West Harrison are not designated.
Okay.
So there's no additional, there's no change. Just three of them.
So number 5 and number 6 on the agenda that she has here. Oh, I'm sorry. Look, I'm ready to go.
I know you're pretty.
I know.
Motion by Russell Byron to approve the interlocal agreement with the town of St. Leon as presented, being named second by Jim Toad, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried.
Okay. So number 5 and number 6, we're gonna stick on those. Number 6 was the Hill Spring Acres subdivision. Nicole is gonna let you know if that is gonna be heard at the October meeting. She said if that's the only thing that will be presented, it will probably be moved to November. So there's 2 things that we're not gonna talk about tonight. So then the last thing that I have is the next comprehensive workshop is scheduled for Thursday, September 25th. The following will be the tentative agenda for the evening. So when it first starts, Nicole is going to give a brief outline of the workshop and ask to save questions until after all presentations and introduction of that. The next item on the agenda for Thursday will, Matt is going to give us a presentation, and then Nicole will introduce Claire. I believe she's from
Green umbrella.
Green Umbrella, and then Matt Simpson from Soil and Water will also be doing a presentation. So then Nicole's going to introduce Mike Perleberg with One Dearborn for the economic development. And then Mike's going to speak again regarding tips and how they can be helpful to our community. And then lastly, this is the portion that will be open of the workshop for the people that are here to ask questions of the speakers. They can go around and make suggestions or anything that they would like, and we would love to see you all there. That is all I have for you guys.
Have a motion by Russell Byron to adjourn, second by Mark Lehman, all in favor say aye. Anybody want to stay here? Yeah. Motion carried.
Y'all, not